Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your 5-minute Bible study, 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week, studying the Psalms verse by verse. And we're doing it this week without a microphone. So I apologize for the terrible audio that you're going to have to endure this week. If you're a new listener, come back again next week, and hopefully we'll have a better sound. We're looking at verses 4 and 5 in Psalm 54 this week. Psalm 54 is one of those historical psalms. We have context that's given to us in the introduction. 1 Samuel chapter 23, 1 Samuel chapter 26. We'll find the Ziphims going to Saul to tell him where David's hiding. Don't know why they did that. This is in the southern area of Israel, so this is in and around Judah, the tribal lands of Judah. Don't know why that they would give up one of their own to Saul unless they're just trying to ingratiate themselves to the king, but they are. David knows about this, apparently, and in this psalm, he writes his beautiful prayer of salvation. And it starts right out that way. Save me. First thing out of the box. He is pleading to God for salvation because he knows that if they point him out to Saul and Saul comes down, then, Saul has an overwhelming force and can destroy David, or David would be forced to defend himself and try not to kill Saul, because that would have been his intention, and get away without harming too many. It would be very difficult. So David is praying, save me, judge me, hear me, here are my adversaries, verse 3. They're risen up against me, they're strangers. Verse 4 and 5 is our text today. Let me read those for you. Behold, God is mine helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. He shall reward evil unto mine enemies. Cut them off in thy truth. That comes in after the Selah. And remember, the Selah is that break. It's that pause in the thought. And probably also used to choreograph the song itself. That is, to put a pause in the music so that you have to think about what's just come before. And so what just has come before is the prayer. Now we have this confession. Behold, God is mine helper. So the reason why he prays, save me, the reason why he prays, judge me, the reason why he asks God to hear his prayer and to give ear to his words is because God's his helper. Behold, God is mine helper. He's not now just making God his helper, but God has been his helper the whole time. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. So not only does he have God as his helper, but he has other people that are his helpers as well. And these are the folks that uphold his soul, the folks that are with him, his mighty men, those in the community that help him, that provide for him and his men, that make sure that his secret is kept safe. So those are the people that David is grateful for. We've just been introduced in verse 3 to the enemies. We know he's not grateful for his enemies. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. The Ziphims don't fall into that category. He shall reward evil unto mine enemies. So if the Lord is with those that uphold David and he rewards evil to the enemy, you see what David's doing there. He said there is a recompense that is going to be paid. On one side, it's paid to the enemies. They're going to receive evil. On the other side, it's paid to those who uphold my soul. And the Lord is with them. So there's blessing and favor and protection and salvation and all that. And exactly what David says there in verse 4, help. God is mine helper. And then he says this, cut them off in thy truth. He's talking about the evil enemy. And of course, that truth is his word. The word of God, ladies and gentlemen, is our only weapon in this warfare of spiritual living that we are engaged in. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. We'll look at verse 6 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.